you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And incomplete to open things up. But Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backward. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Ty Zentner now. That's taken on the 25. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And CD, one of the big stories everybody's been tracking this week, the head coach of this offense, looking to become just the second coach in NFL history to win 5 Super Bowl titles.
And let's face it, the respect is there already. We know he's going to go down as one of the all-time great coaches. But even after all this success, what do we notice most about him? He never takes anything for granted. He's treating this Super Bowl like it's the most important game ever played, because for some of the guys on his team, it will be. And he feels the same way himself. I love his intensity. I love the way he gets his team prepared to play in the big game.
Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yellow.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. How did he stay on his feet? And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Shipley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. 2nd and 10. Now Hurts on the option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Hurts. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. On now is Ty Zentner to punt. Pulled in at the 24. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Still first.
Let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Zone read, here's Shipley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now here comes Kansas City. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mahomes now to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. That'll be caught by Shipley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So that does it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Back in a moment. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we are ready to return to Super Bowl 62 action. Start of the second quarter. Here we go. From the 29, Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. So no gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. Gets by him at the 25, and he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Well, hold everything here, because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run the option, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. You know, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Got him in. It's Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. In motion right, one of the tight ends. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And just shutting him off there. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On the move past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. From the 42-yard line, here's a second down and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays. They're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 31, Hurts. That's complete to Shipley. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Mahomes. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 21 yards there on third down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mahomes going to throw. And this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Mahomes now to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. His first catch of this third quarter. He had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd and goal from the 1. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chiefs are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Fights him off. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
It's been a fun one through 3. It always is. The final quarter of Super Bowl 62 is coming your way next. Back to finish off the big one, the Super Bowl 62, as we get you set for the 4th and final quarter. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. Powerful running. And down inside the 15 he goes. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Here's Pacheco headed right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Approaching defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Pacheco is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Pacheco. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Over the middle here to Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made at the 42.
Great.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Hurts. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Trent McDuffie on the return. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Another great moment for this historic franchise. The Lombardi Trophy once again belongs to the Kansas City Chiefs, the champions of Super Bowl 62. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.